What's going on, gang? We in here. Just let it all work out. What's going on, gang? We're in here. Muay Thai Sam, what's going on, pimp? How's everybody doing? We're in here to talk some Jon Jones shit. You know what I'm saying? What else would it be? It wouldn't be a Fight Society. It wouldn't be a Fight Society live stream if we weren't yapping some shit about Jon Throat Goat Jones. MMA Dinga. Yo, what's doing, Adley? What does that mean? Adley? Not a whole lot, man. Work during the day. Made a video. Posted that shit, and now here we are. Spanian reference. What's that? Wait, what? Excuse me. Just took my vitamins. That shit always gets me real burpy, you know? The same way Jones is burping after hanging out with Ramzan Kadyrov. Different way, though. I haven't watched the video yet because I was friends with my friends. What is the situation? He's with Kadyrov? Yeah, he's hanging in Chechnya with Ramzan Kadyrov, along with some other shit. He bought a house there, too. Let me show this shit. Jon Jones buys house in Chechnya. Let me find it. Yeah, he fired off an RPG. Yeah, here it is right here. Vid was a banger. Jones could come out and say he's gay, and not even that would save him from this. I know, dude. I know. I know. Yeah, and Jon bought a house in Chechnya as well. Oop. Oh, shit, dude. What happened to my backdrop? Oh, shit. All right, well, I'll figure that out later. But yeah, Jon Jones adds to his $8 million net worth with new real estate investment in Chechnya. He's not the undisputed champion anymore. But anyways, a recent video where Bones signed the contract for his new apartment in Chechnya. Jones chose the heart of the country at Grozny, the capital of Chechnya, for this acquisition. Internet personality Alfredo Auditore helped broker the deal. I agreed to give Jones an apartment. Oh, okay. Now Jones has an apartment in the city. So he was gifted it. He didn't buy it. That's interesting. It's very interesting, my friend. Hey, I just watched your video. Jones is a hypocrite, casual, degenerate. Much appreciated. Again, thank you for being a channel member as well. Wait until Kadyrov finds out that Jones is gay. Yeah, that's gonna be a big deal. He won't make it home, actually. What's this Jones about being an ambassador? Yeah, he said something about how he has a deal in Russia as an ambassador that he can't announce yet. Someone commented on my video and said, "Hey, Wyatt, I found your channel a few weeks ago. Love the content. Appreciate you putting out these videos so quickly. 100K subs soon. Thank you, Brisky." Coke Boy was hoping to see Hasbullah. He was, but Hasbullah's in the U.S. Hasbullah's in the U.S. doing collabs with the Rizzler. Did you guys see that? White people always crying. Of course, it's always about race, right? Fat Tony, Jesus Christ. Crazy. It's all good, though. You're entitled to your opinion, as lame as it might be. I just read that. What's going on, guys? We got 25 people in the chat. Can we get to 10 likes? That would help a lot. Help push it out to more people. Jon Jones, the GOAT of being a scumbag. Absolutely true. Absolutely true. Sup, G, just finished my slavery shift in Australia. Damn, what you do for work? Big dog. Ho, ho, ho. Big dog, get your wife gone. Big dog, give her back. Yeah. Painter. Oh, that is physical labor, dude. That's a tough shift. How long do you have to work for? I thought Jon Jones is a family man, being with his wife and kids for Thanksgiving, but nope, he'd rather hang out with Chechen warlord leader. Yep, exactly. Fucking exactly. Man, oh man. Oh man. Not again. A bit ironic, Jones wants to fight on the White House card, but he wants to be a true American while being a Russian ambassador. That's what I'm saying, man. Fucking. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. He's so confused, and it's not only that, he's confused about his sexuality as well. He will regret getting too close to that group. Once he's in, there's no getting out. I agree. That's why Hamzat has to be friends with that guy to keep his fucking wife and kids alive, I'm pretty sure. You dig? Henry and Cejudo also fake patriots, always waving the stars and stripes, and yet to visit Kadyrov. Yeah, they do. Yeah, it's Ali Abdelaziz getting these guys paid to go hang out with this guy. It's actually kind of fucking weird. Oh, Henry, yeah, Gaethje and Cejudo. I know what you meant. Jones is so fake. Absolutely, dude. Kadyrov is literally the dictator from the Sacha Baron Cohen movie. True, dude. John Dong, what's going on, playa? What's going on? Boom. I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty convinced about a Conor comeback at this point. I was actually surprised at how many people in my comments were like supportive of Conor getting that therapy, the Ibogaine treatment. I was really surprised. Like, let me go to the comments on that video. Hold on. There was actually like a pretty solid number of people that were like, fuck yeah, dude. Like, I'm a veteran. I did that same thing and it helped me with my PTSD. Yeah, like, I've done Ibogaine a few times. Amazing stuff. I believe he believes what he's saying. Wish him well. Somebody says good on the Mac. Somebody says good on Conor. Whether he defaults down the bad road or not, he's making an effort. That's all he can do, one day at a time. Ibogaine is a serious treatment. Will make an addict look themselves and all their lies right in the face, nowhere to run or hide. Most people that have gone through it have a vastly different outlook on life after. It's intense, and you have to go through a pretty substantial physical beforehand. I have a few friends that have done it. Costs like $8,000 plus expenses to Mexico. Anyone who is a struggling addict should look into it, especially if you have a job with insurance. Like, all these people called it when the first clip came out. Psychedelic therapy commonly used to treat drug abuse. Praise God. All these different things. People that are really like actually supporting Conor. And what's crazy, because most of the comments that we've gotten from Conor for years now, have been super, super negative, you know? Like, people go, stop making videos about Conor. He's never coming back and shit like that, you know? Jones is hoping he can take his oil into the mass baths to join in. Yeah, true. LOL, Jones has been over there forever. Wonder when was the last time he was home. Exactly. Jones is fake. Yes, he is. We don't need a Conor comeback. We don't need it, but we want it. You know what I'm saying? Even Hamzat has to look up and worship to Kadyrov like Kim Jong-un. Even Kadyrov's son took Hamzat's belt. Yeah, that's crazy, bro. Yeah, yeah. With Hamzat, I kind of get it because he's from there. So like Hamzat might literally just be worried about his wife and kids and parents and stuff. But the Jon Joneses, the Kamaru Usman, Henry Cejudo, Justin Gaethje, especially Justin Gaethje and Henry Cejudo, they fucking talk about this patriotic shit a lot. Give Conor to Shavkat at 170. He'll run back to his mounds of coke and cash soon enough. Yeah, Shavkat would kill Conor. Conor's tiny for 170. Conor should go to bare knuckle. He's got 2 fights left on his UFC contract. 2. Oh, yeah, casual degenerate, you just asked. Yeah, he's got 2. What's cooking? What's going on, Shane Thompson? What's going on, playa? Big dog. Shane Thompson, 187. Dude, I remember, I don't know if anybody else is around the same age as me. I'm 27. Does anybody remember back when Tyga was popping, dude? Tyga back in the day had this mixtape called 187. 187, how I'm killing these hoes. Dude. This shit, it was back in the mixtape era on the stuff like SoundCloud, Spinrilla. Dang, I'm gassy right now. It's because I took my vitamins right before the stream. 187, how I'm killing these hoes. Oh, shit. Never forget when Kadyrov had his goons attack and beat up Fedor's young daughter when she was walking home from school. Is that true? A lot of people act like they follow scripture to gain followers and manipulate the masses. I suspect Conor is doing this. Maybe, but Conor's always been religious. He's always he's always posted about God and all that stuff. It's just even more recently, he's talked more about the spiritual journey and that shit, you know? Even Cejudo has to glaze Tummyberg. Tummyberg's fucking crazy. All because Fedor criticized Kadyrov having kids fighting in MMA fights. Interesting. Switch lanes? What did you say? Switch. Oh, yeah, yeah. When I switch lanes. Yeah. Moti323, thank you for the $2. I appreciate that, man. New to the channel. Dope videos, bro. Well, thank you, man. Welcome aboard. Yeah, that was one of his songs. Rory switch lanes. How does it go? I don't want to get copyrighted. I'm gonna mute my mic real quick, but when I switch lanes, no, switch lanes. Oh, that was on a different tape. That was on the California King one with the game. Yeah, call it automatic bang, bang, bang. Didn't Conor R-word somebody? Why are we giving him time of the day? Zero remorse. All right, it's I hate to be like this, but because I hate defending shit like this, because I'm not going to defend it. Let me be clear about that. But he was accused by a woman of sexual assault and physical assault. He was found financially liable in civil court because the case was thrown out of criminal court due to lack of evidence. They actually didn't even press charges in the first place because of lack of evidence. So it got taken to civil court, and he was ordered to pay around $270,000 for physical assault. He was not found civilly liable for sexual assault, but physical assault, which means he hit her. But when you look into the details, I'm not making excuses for this type of behavior at all. But basically what it seemed like was Conor and this other guy were kind of passing a few girls around doing coke. There was other women there that didn't get accused or didn't accuse Conor of anything. There's another man there, James Thompson, James Stevenson. One of Conor's friends was also there. What is it? What's his name? What's his fucking name, dude? He got accused of it as well. Or I'm sorry, he was there, had sex with Nikita Hand as well, but didn't get accused of assaulting her. Not saying that doesn't mean Conor didn't do anything wrong, but also allegedly that woman came home to her boyfriend and the neighbors said they were screaming at each other, and then she accused Conor of sexual assault. So what it seems like is this girl, because that girl grew up around Conor and D. So it seems like Conor and this dude were passing some chicks around, having a crazy like coke party orgy type of thing at this hotel. One of the girls, the one that accused him, had a boyfriend. She came home and accused Conor of rape when she got caught cheating. That's kind of what it looks like. Kind of. All right. I'm tiptoeing this one because there's very well a chance that Conor did sexually assault this girl as well. I'm always leaving that open because it's a possibility. I'm not going to defend that shit. But yeah, that's kind of what it seems like. Diamond Life, yep. Everyone that's mad at MMA Guru is soft. Yeah, I mean, you can be mad at him. That you have it's your right to do that. But being like, this guy needs to be off the internet or anything like that, that's lame. Like, just don't watch his content. 1A7, I'm killing these house. I don't know if Conor will fight out his contract, but I would like to see him out from under the UFC. They probably will never let him. They probably won't, because he has 2 fights left. He'll do this fight. They probably won't book him another fight until unless he re-ups. They won't let Conor leave. Google Fedor Emelianenko Kadyrov daughter. It'll show up. Happened in 2016. What the fuck? Let me look. Oh, shit. Yeah, on Yahoo Sports. Daughter of Fedor Emelianenko attacked after criticism of child MMA fights. Holy shit. Child MMA fights in Chechnya hosted by Chechen dictator Ramzan Kadyrov. Whoa. She got taken to the hospital. Dang, she got packed out. People got so mad at me for saying that shit. Yeah, she got packed out. That's crazy. Tummyberg, so hard to believe these fighters would sell out for cash. Yeah, but they do. They do. Do you think Jones will go through conversion therapy while he's out in Russia? They really don't like butt fuckers. Yeah, they really don't. I'm surprised John even made it out alive. Yeah, I thought so. It takes me back to year 8 when I thought I was cool as fuck. Yeah, dude. I think I was in like 8th grade when that came out. What year did that come out? Tygo 187, 2012. So I would have been in 8th grade. Yeah, because I'm 27. I would have been in 8th grade because my freshman year of high school was 2013, 2014, I think. Yeah. Fight Society mixtape dropping early 26. Bro, me and my best friend Bo make songs together. There's music videos of me rapping like on the internet right now that came out this year. Connor's situation wasn't proven true. And he's appealing it. Wouldn't expect McGregor to ever come back. He's lost his heart since Diaz. Yeah, but he came back since the Diaz fight. I enjoy your channel, man. Would you be interested in collabing sometime before the year ends? Yeah, hit me on IG. We'll talk about it. Also, do you know about Abdul Karim Adilov? Whoa. You guys are dropping... I've done videos about Kadyrov before. You guys are dropping some lore that I didn't find. Former UFC fighter Abdul Karim Adilov has died at age 31. He was the Chechnyan Lion. Whoa. They said it was suicide, quote unquote, but he got shot in the back of the head 8 times and his hands were tied behind his back. Holy shit. That's gruesome, bro. The mysterious death of Chechen dictator Ramzan Kadyrov's favorite fighter. How about that? I wonder if that's going to happen to Hamzat at one point. If he doesn't do exactly what the guy says, you know? Kadyrov has his hands involved with many fighters, boxing, kickboxing, MMA. Lay Magna, what's going on? I think that woman was full of shit. She wanted a payday. Nikita handjob. Yeah, it seems like it. Oh, we appreciate the response. Yeah, I got you, big dog. I try to get to as many messages as possible. I appreciate you guys being in the chat. Conor's God is the devil. He may be healed monetarily, but he'll be back to his satanic ways after DC. We'll see, man. We'll see. Obviously, you got to hope for the best for everybody. You know, you got to even hope that somebody like Ramzan Kadyrov finds the light at some point. I could see Conor KOing Chandler in the second round at the White House, and his post-fight interview would go viral if he's calling out Ilya. It's another fun matchup, maybe for Max's BMF belt. Yeah. Yeah. Do you think the apartment was part of a business venture or gift? It was probably a gift. Yeah, it was probably a gift. Bro paid a fine and legal fees, so he did wrong. Fuck Conor. I hope D marries and divorces him for the bag. That girl deserves the patrimony she helped build for the disrespect and shame. Yeah, she's never going to leave him, though. If she's been with him this long, she's not going to leave him. In my opinion, Guru should face prison time for his comments. Oh, fucking hell, bro. Get out of here, dude. Prison time for words is crazy and soft as fuck. Wow, that's insane that's insane and evil Kadyrov is. Yeah, true. I fuck with your channel heavy, bro. Keep it going. 30 Dukes. Much appreciate, bro. Thank you. Thank you very much. I don't know what Jan can do to win. I feel like he needs to throw the kitchen sink. Yeah, I would love for Jan to win. I like Jan a lot. But Merab's probably just going to fuck on him again. Jones style. Kadyrov has been one of the worst scumbags in the world. True. He is, but it's a puppet regime anyway. What does that mean? What are we talking about? Oh, yeah. He's like Puppy when he's near Putin. Check that out. I have seen that actually. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's like Putin's boy. He was the head of Kadyrov's security and had a falling out with him. A month later, he self-deleted. That's crazy. I heard that story before of his favorite fighter randomly disappearing and feeding them to his tigers. This dude's got tigers? It would be a crazy video. Diego, what's going on, dude? Hamzat was rude with Jones. What's up, brother? Hope the night's going well. Heading down to SoCal for Thanksgiving. Nice. You're in NorCal, right? He was actually a really promising light heavyweight prospect in the UFC, 11-0 with a bunch of first-round KOs. Wow. Jones loves being handled by Caucasians. Yeah, he does. Jones wasn't really ready for that takedown. Yeah, and they were on concrete. Like, what's he going to do? Prison time, USA, baby, freedom of speech, true. We got pedos and rapists running around and you're worried about words. That's what I'm saying, dude. There's fucking way bigger issues in the world than what MMA Guru said on a stream, you know? Yeah, get out of here, prison time. Yeah, true. Imagine Hamzat versus Prime Jones. That would have been sick. They would have been pretty big. Yeah, I know. We know you're. I hoped you were joking. Sticks and stones. We learned that in preschool. That's what I'm saying. I said that in my video, dude. Sticks and stones will break my bones, but names will never hurt me. And that's not even like a thing anymore, you know? Izzy versus Kyle Bohalio. MVP versus Whitaker. Let me cook. MVP. Yeah, those are both good fights. I think Izzy's going to take a more approachable fight, though. Izzy's lost 3 in a row. Has Izzy lost 3 in a row? Strickland, DDP, and then Imavov, I think. It's 3 in a row. I wouldn't be surprised if he does like something a little bit unexpected, like a Paulo Costa rematch, to be honest. Yeah, Izzy's lost 4 out of 5. TKO to Pereira, then he KO'd Pereira, and then Strickland decision, DDP sub, Imavov TKO KO. Yeah, Izzy needs something really approachable. Like, let me see. What is he ranked at middleweight right now? Like 6? Let me see. He's ranked 6th. Okay. So Izzy, okay, he needs something approachable. Okay. So we have DDP, no words of his return. Imavov's going to fight Hamzat. That's basically a done deal. Sean Strickland, Anthony Hernandez is going to be the first fight night card of the Paramount deal. It's going to be the main event for the fight night, allegedly. And then I think Adesanya, I think Kyle Bohalio beats Adesanya at this point. I don't know, man. I don't know. Adesanya, Paulo Costa, Adesanya MVP, Adesanya Whitaker for a third time. I think if you're Izzy, you need like a very winnable matchup. You need like a striking heavy matchup against somebody with not a lot of KO power. Vettori rematch, bro. Give him a Vettori rematch. What Guru did was an absolute win. I don't want to see him start rubbing shoulders with these sellout, soulless, famous people. Yeah, he's definitely not going to. He's very committed to his lane. And I'm surprised he even has like a sponsorship deal with Prize Picks, but they don't seem to care, you know? They're cool with whatever. Jones will never forget that. Lost recipes. What do you mean? Jones is still thinking in that moment. Yeah, I think Jones dropped some feathers while waddling away after the borderline humiliation from Hamzat. Yeah, he ran away. Hamzat could destroy Pereira. I don't think so. Pereira's way bigger than Hamzat. Do I like rock music? It depends. Cumsack lost brownie points playing it safe against DDP. True. This week there's not UFC. True. Izzy, Roman Dolidze, that's an easy ass fight for Izzy, in my opinion. Roman Dolidze sucks. Paramount execs fuming right now at the UFC LMAO first event equals women's MMA. Yeah, they're talking about moving Pereira and Olberg up to that card because I guess they were shooting for. So they're doing February is going to be in Australia, and I guess. I guess they were going to do Pereira, Olberg main event, Volkanovski versus Iavloyev or Lerone Murphy or somebody as the co-main. But now they're talking about moving Pereira, Olberg up to 324, and then Volk versus whoever would be the main event in February in Australia. And Volk is just so you guys know, that's Volk's retirement fight. Volk's got one fight left in the tank. So, I mean, Paramount probably went, what the fuck? Kayla Harrison and Amanda Nunes? And they went, oh, fuck. All right, we'll call Pereira. We'll offer Pereira $5 million to fill this in. People are still mad that Guru is still cancelable and making videos without a scratch. Plus, wait until he makes a video with Bryce Mitchell going fishing with him. Yeah, I slid in Guru's chat and I was telling him, because I guess one of my viewers, when I was doing the Fight Companion on Saturday, which shout out to you guys. The Fight Companion was fucking lit. But somebody was putting donations in Guru's chat saying like, have you heard of Fight Society? Have you heard of Fight Society? And he was like, nah, who's that? Or some shit like that. And then I slid in at the end of his stream and I was like, yo, I guess some of my viewers mentioned me in here earlier. If you need help filming fishing with Bryce or any of your content while you're in the US, let me know. I DM'd him on Instagram. He hasn't hit me back, which I doubt he will. But yeah, the guy that was going to film. Oh, hold on. But yeah, anyway, so but the guy that was going to film his video for that is named Brandon Buckingham, and he's like dying. He's a YouTuber that does like kind of Channel 5 type stuff where it's like going to the hood with rappers and stuff like that. But now he's in the hospital about to die, I guess. He had like heart failure, lung failure, a bunch of other stuff. And he's got a kid. He has like a 1-year-old kid. So Anyways, yeah. So he might need somebody. I'm not going to prey on this guy's demise for the sake of me filming stuff for Guru at all. I'd rather this guy pull through. He's got a kid and stuff. You know, got to be a decent human being first and foremost, of course. Can we forget the rankings of these washed guys and just see them do cool shit? Yeah, but when you forget the rankings, there's like no integrity to the sport. When the UFC signed with Fox, their first card was World Heavyweight Championship on free TV. Yeah, and it was a abomination. It was, I think they only showed the main event on TV, and it was like a 30-second fight. UFC first Fox card. Junior Dos Santos, Cain Velasquez, yep. And it was a KO in 1 minute. Yeah, because they decided that I remember this, dude. It was all of the prelims were on Facebook. Alex Caceres, Cub Swanson, Ricardo Lamas, Dustin Poirier, Pablo Garza, Benson Henderson, Clay Guida. That was all the Facebook prelims. And then they had just the main event on Fox, and it ended in 1 minute. Pretty brutal. Yeah, pretty bad opening. Because it didn't really get to display MMA at all for the new audience. Izzy has no aura thanks to Strickland. I'd say give Izzy someone with broken English to give him false confidence in the trash talk game. Yeah. You're a little retard if you think that Guru should go to jail. True. Guru sometimes acts like a child. Yeah, we all do, though. Yeah, I definitely cringe at some of the stuff Guru says, for sure. I'm not going to act like some Guru glazer. I do enjoy his content, but there is some stuff where I go, Who do you see being the next American female or male champion, or are we cooked? Let me look. Holloway, if he fights Topuria, potentially at 155 could win. Shit, man. Who would it be? Shit, I'm just looking through all this. Like, there isn't a whole lot of hope for an American. Maybe Gaethje if he pulls it off against Ilya if they get matched up. Shit, dude. It's not looking too good right now. Bo Nickel probably, bro. Bo Nickel's our greatest hope. Wyatt, do you have the balls to spar with Pereira? Yeah. It's sparring, not a fight. Sergio, what it do? Cumsack is so overrated? True. It was fire? True. Can we see the chode? No. 30 Dukes? Oh, shit. Yeah. Joni the God, that's the beauty of Guru. Yeah. That escalated fast. What are we talking about? Pray for Brandon Buckingham, man. I wish him the best. Hope he makes it through. True. That would be great if you hooked up with Guru when he went to America. Yeah, man, I don't mind Buckingham. Hope he pulls through. I've never watched. I hate to say it, I had never heard of him until Guru mentioned him. I think Nunes outstrikes Kayla, can win by decision. Possibly, yeah. It's sad because I usually see Brandon chatting in Guru's chat, being a member of Jerusalem. Damn, yeah, that does suck. He's one of the boys. It's got to be a younger guy, yeah. Why do you hate Jones? Jones is the GOAT. Aspinall. I don't hate Jones as a fighter. I strongly dislike him as a person because he beats his wife, crashes cars, denies his responsibility in literally anything ever. He never says, yep, I fucked up. I'm a bad guy. I did this. I did that. He just goes, they just don't want to see they don't want to see me succeed. You know, I'm just being tested by God. And shit. It's like, no, bro, what are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? Gable Stevenson in about 9 months. Yeah, I could see that. He did smoke that guy at APFC. Aspinall is a bum. No, he's not. Jones is better than Aspinall. No, he's not. Lucas Tracy is way better than Guru. Lucas Tracy's retired. Sage Northcutt. True. Sage Northcutt's our savior. Not gonna lie, Jones and Kadyrov is the gayest shit Jones could have done. Yeah, dude, I swear Jones very well might be gay. But having sex with men is not even the gayest thing he's done. You know? Have you guys seen those memes? It's like top 40. Yeah, top 40 gayest things a man can do, and it's not having sex with men. Drink through a straw, skincare routine, watch the sunset, carve a pumpkin. Calling an Uber instead of drunk driving. That's pretty funny. Yeah, top 40 gayest things a man can do. Do yoga, gossip over brunch, take bubble baths, shop at IKEA, collect scented candles, man bun, own a cat, true. Push hair behind ear. Moti323, thank you for the $2, my man. Jones ran from Tom. He absolutely did. He said money is not the motivation. He said money's not the motive, but he just went and visited Kadyrov for money. So what is the motive? What is the motive, Jonathan? Binge reality TV's on the list. Take a bubble bath, collect scented candles, enjoy Broadway. There's a lot. Skincare routine. Someone said charge your phone. Fuck Gable. He got out of a rape charge because of some bullshit law. Crazy loophole. I can't believe that. Yes, actually, yeah. I mentioned that in one of my videos on my channel because it was, where is it? It was this guy right here. Let me find it. Yeah, it was a video I did about 2 months ago. It was this one right here. Craig Jones exposes Gable Steveson and Gordon Ryan's dark past. Yeah, I looked into that. It's him and another teammate of his at what is it? At Minnesota, they got accused of sexual assault, and then they got dismissed, or the charges got dropped because of a loophole in Minnesota law that says that you cannot charge somebody with sexual assault if the victim was willingly intoxicated prior to the assault. And then they closed the loophole after he got off, you know? They closed that loophole. Interesting. And I've even seen some people say that it was a dude, which would make sense if he's homies with Jon Jones. I think only you have seen the gay list. Haha, your algorithm knows you. Yeah, true. Breaking news, Jon Jones might be gay. Yeah. Jones would get more respect if he owned it and was remorseful, but he's not. Yeah. I still miss Flukas right now, and I'll miss his legendary funny lines, crafty vet, lighterman skills, big meaty hooks. Don't forget about his mango lassie, but at least we still have bedtime. Yeah, what about him? Peaches and Creamville, huh? Is Peaches and Cream. Peaches and Creamville. Lucas is going to return, and you fucking know Lucas is way funnier. Lucas is going to be back. It's just a matter of when he misses the game. I hate Jones as a person. He claims that he's Christian, that he does everything that's completely contrary to being a decent person. Yeah, that's what people do with religion, though. Like, that's what you see a bunch of rappers say they're Muslim, but they beat women, have tattoos, smoke weed, drink alcohol. They just draw the line at eating pork. There was a guy that I used to work with that he was like, oh, yeah, man, I became a Muslim. I found the light. Alhamdulillah. And I was like, oh, damn, how did you arrive at that? He was, oh, man, I just needed to change my life around. And then it turned out he fucking had been to jail for attempted murder. And you got to pick a faction when you're in prison, you know? And that's the one that he chose for protection and shit. Aspinall embarrassed himself with quitting. He couldn't see, bro. How many times do we have to be over this, Diego? John calls Tom a quitter when he literally quit the sport because he was scared of him. That's what I'm saying, dude. It's like, how many times do we have to defend Tom Aspinall? He got fouled. And Jon Jones pokes people in the eyes a lot. If they were to fight, Jon Jones would poke him in the eye. Aspinall is a quitter and Jones is a garbage. Yeah, I agree with you on the second half of that. Jones is a garbage person. This little weasel no longer lets me know about the lives, yeah? That's why I'm late and I don't give a fuck. Yeah, hey, Arturo, good to see you, big dog. My bad. I made a video and then hopped on stream. My bad. We're moving fast. Rockstar lifestyle might not make it. Bro, Lucas is naturally funny during the trio commentary and he always cracks me. Yeah, Lucas is funny, bro. And so is Guru. The only one that I haven't watched a lot of out of those three is Bedtime. I just started watching him recently. Gable and John are for sure lovers. Like, I'm not even joking. I could see it, bro. But Gable's like married with a kid on. I'm not saying that means he's not. I'm not saying that means he's innocent here, but I'm pretty sure he's married with a kid or married with a kid on the way or something like that. Let me see. Who is? I think his username is just Gable. Yeah, it's just Gable. Yeah, he has a. Yeah, he's got a kid on the way. I just saw some about it. Yeah, he's got a kid on the way. Dang, he shows his girlfriend, bro. To be honest, man, I don't think the MMA space, whether you're a fighter, a content creator, or whatever, is a real safe like place to be showing your girlfriend's face and name and tag and doing collab posts with her on IG. I wonder if anybody comments on it. Let me scroll down. Nope. Nah, people don't care. But Gable, emphasis on the GA, Gable kind of has limp-wristed vibes, you know? He's got that limp wrist vibe. Tank converted to Islam and started calling himself Abdul Wahid, and then he got the Jake Paul fight and beat his woman again and lost the fight and Payday True. But dude, fucking Tank Davis has been beating women for years. He used to date Ari Fletcher, who is she's with Moneybag Yo. Yeah, she's with Moneybag Yo, and they used to beat the shit out of each other. I remember they both used to get her, and she has a kid with she has a kid with G Herbo too. They used to beat the shit out of each other as well. Would Aspinall KO Jones? Jones has a good chin, plus Aspinall has submitted no. I don't know, to be honest. You need cats and dogs to guard a farm safely. Cats are hardcore. They put in the work. For sure. To be honest, I've always been a dog guy. My sister had cats growing up, but then me and my girlfriend were hanging out with one of her friends' cats because she was cat sitting. And the cat had very much like dog. He had like dog-like tendencies. And I was like, all right, I kind of fuck with this a little bit. I kind of fuck with this cat. Is it true that Aspinall still can't see? As far as we know, yeah, he's still having eyesight problems. I wish they could cancel the Gaunt rematch, make Jones and Aspinall. Yeah, they won't. Arturo, all good, brother, man. You know what we watching that motherfucking vid. True. Yeah, thank you, bro. I appreciate you. Yeah, Tank was with Ari Fletcher, yeah. For the sake of Tom's safety, oh, geez. So is Elton John, true. Bro, you're not from the UK. Why are you supporting Aspinall like that? Okay, Diego, again, people get caught up on supporting fighters based on religion, skin color, where they're from, ethnicity, like all that stuff. Dude, fight style and personality is why I like fighters, okay? Pereira, Charles Oliveira, Dustin Poirier, Tom Aspinall. Like, these are some of my like favorite fighters. Personality and fight style. Why does it have to be about me being from the UK? I'm pretty sure you're Brazilian. You like any non-Brazilian fighters? For fuck's sake, man. It's annoying that nobody is taking Gon's accountability about his blatant cheating fouls throughout his career, like constantly punching the back of the head, groin kicks, and eye pokes. Yeah, he's a fucking cheater. He's a dirty cheat. Everyone hated Gon for being an undeserving cheater. Then when he does something dirty, we hate Tom. Exactly. Thank you, God. Common sense restored in the chat. Thank you. Waldo is the real deal. You don't glaze Waldo as you do with quitter Aspinall. I'll tell you why. Because Waldo lost to Sergey Pavlovich. Let's look at Waldo Cortez Acosta's resume to this point. Because he's 9-2 in the UFC. He's been in the UFC for a minute. Okay. Jared Vandera, bum. Chase Sherman, bum. Lost to Marcos Rogerio de Lima, who's old and a bum. Beat Lucas Bursky, bum. Andre Arlovsky, old. Robelis de Spain was a big-time prospect, turned out to be a bum. Ryan Spann, bum, and came up from light heavyweight. Sergey Spivak, bum. Not a bum, but not elite. Lost to Pavlovich. Then he beat Ante D'Elia, who came over from the PFL. Nothing impressive about that. And Shmuel Gaziev's fat. So, whereas we look at Tommy Aspinall here. Let's go to his UFC resume. Jake Collier, okay, bum. That's fine. Sergey Spivak, canceled fight. Alan Boudreaux, bum. Andre Arlovsky, but 5 years ago. Much younger Andre Arlovsky. Nice. Beat Sergey Spivak 4 years ago as well. So younger, all that. Submitted Volkov, then knee injury to Blades. Smokes Marcin Tybura, smokes Sergey Pavlovich, smokes Curtis Blades, and then gets cheated against by Ciryl Gane. Like, why? Man, I think you just don't like him. If we're going to take the nationality approach, I think you don't like him because you're not from the... I think you don't like him because he's white, Diego. How about that, huh? Jones lost to Reyes, went to a split decision with one-legged Thiago Santos. I'm pretty sure it was zero-legged Thiago Santos because, yeah, I think he had 2 torn ACLs. Do I believe in Jesus? I believe in God. So if the answer is yes to that, then do with that what you will. I believe in God. Gable? Yeah, true. Gable? Yeah, I believe in God. I don't know. I don't have like a organized religion that I affiliate with, but yeah, I believe in God for sure. I be praying and shit, dude. Oh shit, let me catch up with you guys. I'm a little bit behind. Jones is not guilty for what? Shawty been with everyone? Yeah, she has. Ari Fletcher's been with everybody. She's she's an industry blunt, if you know what I mean. Tank Davis is another zest monster. Yeah, he is. Andy beats women. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of guys that are closeted in that way tend to hit women. Just saying. Just saying. I think if you're so angry at women to the point where you put hands on them, I think that's pretty... Beating women is gay. You know what I mean? 2020 Reyes was a much better striker than current Aspinall. Yeah, but he also wasn't a heavyweight. The justice talk and Jones is innocent. Not really true. You got by that exact same standard, Conor McGregor sexual assault charges not filed due to lack of evidence. But you guys probably would still call Conor a rapist. Just saying. Diego is based. No, he's not. Span is ass. Yeah, he's ass. What do you mean 5 doctors said Aspinall? You just make shit up, dude. You probably have already spoken about this, but do you think point deductions on the first eye poke will fix the problem? Yes. They happen because there's no... they happen because there's no punishment, you know? If there was no speed limit, you'd probably speed. You know what I'm saying? The reason you make sure that you're not going too fast is because there's a punishment for going over the speed limit. Same thing. If you deduct a point off rip, they'll stop happening. Waldo is about to ruin Tom's legacy. Nope. Stop with the glaze, Aspinall. Just quit and you can get... I don't even know what that means. People say Jones' resume sucks, but who has Tom Aspinall beaten? Curtis Blades KO'd him. Sergey Spivak KO'd him. You also can't really punish Tom for heavyweight being ass. And even though it is ass, he ran through everybody in a minute. Waldo took an eye poke, different type of eye poke, and still got a KO win. Tom should have followed the same path. Jones in his ear. Yeah. Aspinall beat 0 grappling Volkov, 0 IQ Blades, 0 KO power Pavlovich. That's not true. He doesn't have 0 KO power. Nobody thinks Gone is a cheater. Everybody thinks Tom. Oh my God, bro. Have you ever seen the clown that hides from? No, I haven't. Nothing wrong with it. Just can't stand them hiding it. True. Conceptualize and conquer. I love Tom, but I felt like they shouldn't talk about their plans openly on the public eye because Dana's not going to like that shit and Aspinall should announce his plans. Yeah, true. I agree. In the fucking documentary, Aspinall... Yeah, dude, it was not a documentary. It was him in the hospital saying there's no damage, permanent damage to the eye. Fuck, dude. Have you ever seen the clown that hides? Wait, read that again. Have you ever seen the clown? Yeah, of course I've seen the clown. Yeah, of course. Of course. That one took me a sec. Yeah. That was a good one, but yeah. I've seen him. I see him all the time. That was funny. That one went over my head. Hey, John, why did you go to Russia to hang out with Kadyrov? Cocaine isn't cheap. Cocaine isn't cheap. It's expensive. Got to make money. All right. What are your thoughts on card quality this year? Card quality this year. Mixed feelings. It got better. It definitely got better because it was really fucking bad in 2024. Really, really bad. Yeah, wait. Let me go to Tapology. Thoughts on another UFC 324 fight rumor. Thoughts on another UFC 324 fight. Rumor of Song Yadong signed a fight contract. It's probably O'Malley. Oh, and Arnold Allen versus Gene Silva is going to be on that card. It's not announced by the UFC, but it's officially signed. I agree. I like the move to Paramount, so we'll see. I agree. And it's a lot of money. Paramount's going to demand a good product, I think. Tom was running from What do you said Tom was running for? How is Tom running? Okay, you know what? This will never happen, but Topuria versus Islam, who wins? If it's at 155, Topuria by KO. If it's at 170, Islam dominates to a sub or a decision. Oh, yeah, I know he's rage baiting me. Dude, Diego's been in my chat going back to when I had like 300 subscribers. Diego's been in the chat for a long time. And we go back and forth. We argue all the time. All the time. Is Allen versus Silva at featherweight or lightweight? It's at featherweight. Arnold Allen was trolling about going up to 170 or 155. He's staying at 145. He was trolling. Brendan K, thank you for the $10. I appreciate that. Jesus is God, 100% the most important information that you need to know in your life. God bless you, my boy. Thank you, man. God bless you too. I would definitely say my life has improved in a lot of ways since kind of like fostering a relationship with God. Because I used to be super, even like 2 years ago, bro, I was super like atheist and shit. I was like, yeah, there's nothing. Everything goes black when we die. There's nothing. And then I went through a lot of like crazy hard times that kind of reshaped my worldview and made me have to look inwardly a lot more. And that's where I developed a relationship with God a lot more. And also I have somebody that's very, very close to me that's dealt with a lot of addiction in their life. And they are several years sober now. And a big portion of that was them improving their relationship with God and stuff like that. So yeah, I think a relationship with God's important. I don't think it's necessary, and this might hurt somebody's feelings. I don't think it's necessary to like be a good person, but I think that it can aid like how you operate and stuff like that. Because there's plenty of people that don't believe in God that are really good people. Bryce Mitchell is not crazy. In which way? If you mean in which way? In which way? Because he says a lot of stuff. I can't just blindly co-sign everything Bryce Mitchell has ever said, you know? But yes, Jesus is God, 100%. Yeah, for sure. I appreciate that, man. Thank you for the $10. That's very generous. Where are the other OGs at? Arturo, a lot of them fell off the wagon. I haven't seen Oscar in a long time. Who are the other ones? HPC Tayor, he's been gone for a while. It's what happens. Sometimes I say like one thing and people are like, fuck that, I can't watch this channel anymore. And that's just fine. That's how it goes. Do you think Dana and the boys are trying to pull a Dave Portnoy? Sell the UFC, it dies with bad cars because Dana doesn't care. And then they buy it back for cheap a few years later and walk away with money? I don't think so. I don't think so. Where's Oscar? Where's David? Where's Noah? True. Where's the guy who made it to Cali, stroking it to Fight Society? I haven't seen him in a while either. What are the chances Ilya fights in January? 0. He's not fighting. Ilya's not fighting in January. 0% chance. Or 1% chance, because maybe they offer him money and he puts together a short camp. But essentially 0%. I could see Gene Silva winning that fight, but it depends how confident he looks after the Lopez loss. True. One thing is true, but another is true. Aspinall is a quitter and Jones is a duck. Okay, that's your opinion. You're easily the most objective and based influencer in the UFC sphere. Keep up the good work. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I do my best. I do my very best, good sir. I do my very best. Yeah. Vin Van O, thank you for being a channel member, by the way. What's up, Wyatt? Any prelim fights on 323 that you're excited about? Absolutely. That's a good question. Thank you for asking, Vin Van O. I would say, well, actually, there's a few because we got Edson Barbosa and Jalen Turner. Jalen Turner coming out of retirement to face a geriatric old Edson Barbosa. And Edson Barbosa is mostly a featherweight, so Jalen Turner is going to catch a body there. Faris Ziam and Nazim Sadikov. Winner of that fight will definitely get a ranked opponent at 155, both scrappers. Nazim Sadikov is like coming off of a fight of the year contender at the UFC Baku in Azerbaijan. And then also Terrence McKinney and Chris Duncan at 155. Banger fight because Terrence McKinney, kill or be killed, either gets a first round KO or KOs somebody in the first round. Or I'm sorry, gets a first round KO or gets KO'd in the first round, basically every fight. And then Chris Duncan, 14-2, trains with American Top Team, trains with all those high level guys. Chris Duncan's really, really good. One of the better UK guys coming up. So McKinney, Chris Duncan, also Faris Ziam and Nazim Sadikov. And then the featured prelim as well, Grant Dawson defending his ranking against Manuel Torres. Excuse me. Yeah, it's not the craziest main card. You got Marab and Peter Yan, Pantoja Van, Moreno Tyra. Excuse me. Henry Cejudo, Peyton Talbot, and Jan Blachowicz, Bogdan Guskov. Not the craziest main card, but the prelims are fucking stacked. Also, Mansoor Abdul Malik. That guy's got crazy KO power. He's fighting Antonio Tricoli, who tends to be kind of a human punching bag. So that one should be a pretty exciting finish for sure. Good question, Vin Vano. Thank you. Oh, RKO Machine Man, you changed your name. Okay, good to know. You are HPT Taylor. Good to know, dude. You're still in here. There we go. I could see Sean winning that fight by a close 29-28 decision. Yeah, I think that's a good one. I think that's probably a good prediction because O'Malley cracks, but Song Yadong's very durable. Where's Rick Allen at? Oh, he still comes around, dude. Rick Allen still comes in and tells me he used to come in and say he'd slap the glasses off me. And then now, because I wear contacts, he's like, I'll slap the contacts out of your eye. He was just in my chat the other day. He still comes around, just not as often. Do you know when the White House card is supposed to be? June 14th. June 14th, 2026, Trump's birthday. And it's going to be on a Sunday. Yeah, don't ever sell out, bro. You're the GOAT. Dude, I got you, bro. I got you, big dog. Appreciate you. You guys are the reason that I get views. You guys are the reason that I even like doing this channel for a big part of it. And, of course, the fights and loving the sport and all of that. But, no, I got you guys. We keep it a buck around here. You think this might be the end of Jan Blachowicz? He's like 42, 43? Possibly. I'm here since you had 4 people and 3 of them were 3 Wyatt fake accounts. I've never done that, to be honest. I would just stream to 0 people and pretend like I'd be like, oh yeah, UFC 3 something coming up. Do you watch any other sports between UFC events? Okay, so I played baseball a lot of my life, but I don't watch baseball anymore. Basically, the only shit that I watch outside of combat sports is USC football. I've been a USC Trojan fan my whole life. So that's kind of it. That's like the only other stuff that I watch is USC football. Do you play any sports, or would you say your secret talent is? So I played baseball basically my whole life. My dad was a minor league baseball player, so like my dad was a pro baseball player in the minor leagues. And I played baseball my whole life, like through college. I played baseball from 3 years old until like 20 years old, 21 years old, 20 years old. And then I started fighting after that. And I competed in kickboxing, Muay Thai, and jiu-jitsu. And then it's just not a good career path. It's such a long path to make any money. And I was working a 9 to 5 in an office at the time too. So it was really hard to fight, cut weight, train, and all of that. And then also have to go to the gym and train from like 6 p.m. to like 10 p.m. and also find, time to recover and also weight lift. It was just so taxing. It was so taxing, dude. So would I say I have a secret talent? I don't know, like a secret talent. Yeah, I don't know. I think this is to the people in my real life that don't know I do YouTube. This would be the secret talent, I guess. Sorry, my voice cracked there. I guess. Any updates from Cedricus Dumas in your DMs? Nah, it's been a while. Let me look. It's been about a year and a half since he slid in my DMs. I should just randomly hit him up for an interview. I'll be like, what's up, dude? The channel got bigger. What position in baseball? Why you hate Latin fighters? I don't hate anybody, all right? What position in baseball? I was a pitcher. I was a pitcher, my friend. I was a pitcher. I played first base in high school too, but then when you go to college, they let you only do one position. Hold on one sec. Oh, fucking hell, dude. Anybody else catch that? That's so embarrassing. We support white people. What are you talking about? Dude, literally I said my favorite fighters are Charles Oliveira and Alex Pereira. You know? What position? Baseball pitcher. I became a fan immediately when I saw that JP Bay's betrayal video, and it was satisfying to see Fluffy dragging Roman. Yeah, dude, that was back in August, I believe. I think that was in August. When was that? 3 months ago, JP Bays. Yeah, dude, I was in Denver at the time. I was filming that shit on my GoPro. Yeah. Let's fucking go. I'm not from Brazil. I am from Colombia. Pablo S. based. Brandon K. Wow. Thank you for the $20. That is very generous. I appreciate that. Thank you. I went to war and was crazy for a long time. Who your God is, whether you believe you have one or not, is the compass to every decision that a human makes in their life. Who you pray to matters, brother, only to Jesus. Peace. Okay. I appreciate that, dude. Good input as well. I appreciate that. Got to point my brother in the right direction. Yeah, if I was to align with a religion, it would for sure be Christianity. I just don't, there's just not one that I align with. But it would be Christianity. But, we believe in God around here, Kevin Lee saw that Kadyrov video. I think he even married one of his relatives to Hamzat to make them family. Yeah, because he officiated Hamzat's wedding. Yeah. Got to point my brother in the right. Who's your celebrity or influencer crush? Wyatt from Fight Society, dog. Wyatt from Fight Society is my influencer crush. Bro, Waldo deserves everything he has been achieving. I'm not saying he doesn't deserve anything. You're just Diego, have you ever heard of the straw man fallacy? It means that you misrepresent what I say, or you misrepresent my argument to make it easier to attack. That's like your special. That's your bread and butter right there, yeah? Is misrepresenting my argument so that you can make it easier to attack. It's like when libs go, you voted for Trump, that means you hate everybody that's not a straight white man. Like, it's like, no, that's not what I said. I believe in lower taxes. He has 9 kids. Why am I supposed to like him for having 9 kids? And I also didn't say, wait, how many kids does? Well, that's how, why? Wait, what? He has 6 kids, by the way. He has 6, not 9. Oh, wait, no, the broadcast just noted that he has 10 kids. What the fuck? He's got 10 kids. Okay. Sounds like he needs to wrap one up, dude. That's a lot. Can he even financially support them? Brandon K 1287. You are talented, bro. I enjoy listening to you just as much as Guru. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Diego said Wyatt is ATO. What is, I think you meant to say, what does ATO mean? I think you meant to say atheist. Oh yeah, ATO is a Spanish word for atheist. Okay. Yeah, you might have been around early days in the channel where I was not religious or anything like that. You might have been around back then. You may have, brother. You may have been. That's not the case anymore. Hamzat's inbred. Islam looks like his fathers are brothers. Are you saying that he has two fathers? That biologically does not work out. Which other fighter other than Conor got you into watching MMA? I'd say the Jon Jones DC rivalry definitely was a part of it for sure. How do you say ATO in English? It's atheist is the word. Dream car / truck. Rolls Royce Cullinan or like a lifted Bronco or some shit. I don't know. I haven't thought about that much just because I don't have the like I didn't like I don't know. Until I have the bread to buy a dope car, I don't really put that much thought into it. Bum, 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 bum. I remember Atheist Fight Society. I'm glad my boy walks with Jesus now. Shama, you know? Big up, bro. People be thinking you getting paid by Guru after that MMA, after that Joey Beef commentary. But to be fair, you were factual. Dude, Guru and I have had literally no communication. The only communication we had was me sliding in his chat on Saturday to tell him that if he needs help filming his content in the US, I'm down to help. But no, Guru's not fucking paying anybody. What the hell? What the fuck? I understand why, like, but no, it's just literally me just defending. It was a popular topic, and I was defending the side that I agreed with. Bro, I'm learning English. Stop messing around. Okay, my bad. Heck yeah, glad I have more brothers in the chat. Much love, my boys. Yes, sir. I can understand like 99% of what you say. Gotcha. Fight Society, man. Kyoji Horiguchi, man. Yeah, dude, the Gooch is back. The Gooch deserves a title shot against Pantoja. If MMA Guru had an influencer boxing match, who would he fight and how does the fight go? He should fight me, bro. We'd make a bag. I just got to make my channel bigger. Because I think I heard Guru say that he's like 6'3", 250, something like that. I'm 6'5", like 235. So it would line up size-wise, you know? It would make sense. So now people kind of understand why people were surprised Patchy Mix was ass in the UFC. Yeah, true. Your streams are great, bro. Don't stop. I got you, big bro. I got you, big broski. Cain Velasquez got me into watching the UFC, and then I became a DC fan because I immediately found out that Jones is a piece of shit, and I was heartbroken for DC when he got head kicked because he was doing good. Yeah, he got poked in the eye. He got poked in the eye, and then he got head kick KO'd by a guy on steroids. Hard to feel. You got to feel for DC on that. I think Islam Makhachev is hilarious and very smart. Yeah, I like Islam a lot more than Khabib. Nah, y'all on the same side. You can't fight each other. You should fight Logan. He can fight MMA Joey. You mean Logan Paul? Or like who? Are you talking about Logan Paul? Yeah, Logan Paul. I mean, his boxing shit. He's on steroids and he's big, but he's shit skill wise. How do you think Joshua and Logan Paul? It's Jake Paul, but I think that Jake Paul is going to get his head knocked off his shoulders. But I do respect him for taking the fight. I really respect him for taking the fight. He's going to get paid a vicious bag for it too. I don't really like Guru anymore. I used to watch him, but the edginess of him wasn't for me. I kind of get that. Sometimes I do take breaks from his content for show. Rare based Californian. You know, there's actually more based Californians than you'd think. There's more than you'd think. It's mostly just the city of LA and like the San Francisco like Bay Area. But aside from that, there's like a lot of based Californians. Like I went to college up in Northern California. And there's a section of Northern California called the Jefferson State, and they almost like want to secede from California. Yeah, they're like super. It's like the northern part of California that's like farmers and stuff, where they don't like that California like redirects their water to Southern California for LA and stuff like that, because SoCal doesn't get that much rain and doesn't have that much water, but NorCal does. So like I remember like when I would be driving in NorCal, like all of the farms and shit, all the farmland and agriculture, their picket fences on the side of their farms on the road will be like, Newsom, stop stealing our water. Newsom this, like give our water back and all this stuff. Yeah. Yeah, it's a real thing. You'll even like see people driving pickup trucks that have a Jefferson State flag on them and shit. Yeah, there's more based Californians than people think. I think, dude, fucking didn't like, let me see, 2024 election. I'm pretty sure Trump got like 40% of the vote in California. Let me see. At least percentage-wise. Wait, hold on. No. Not the Republican primary. Yeah, Trump got 38.3% of the vote in California. Kamala Harris got 58%. RFK got 1.2%. Yeah, but almost 40% of California voted for Trump. There's more than you'd think, especially Orange County and stuff, but it's just the major metropolitan cities for the most part. Anthony Joshua should destroy him. Yeah, he should. Yeah. Shit's rigged. He lost to Tommy Fury. Yeah, I don't know about Jake's fights being rigged. He sues people that say they are rigged, by the way. You fight Logan Paul, I'm there, and we brawling afterwards. Team Conor versus Khabib type shit. Wyatt, why did God kill Takeoff? God didn't kill Takeoff. He was in the wrong place at the wrong time. We got to get all the information out of you before you blow up and become a big YouTuber. What information do you need to get out of me? Wyatt, what do you think about Kanye West? I think he's a genius. I do too. And did you see he apologized to some rabbis recently? So, you know, they might let him release an album. Yeah, dude, my Kanye's a genius. Yeah, musically. The Jefferson State is real. I lived in NorCal for a little while. True. Yeah, it is real. He took a fight against Anthony Joshua. I respect him for that. Same here. Same here. I wanted to watch Tension fight, but I think it wasn't a good time. Pretty crazy. His first loss in combat sports. True. Wyatt, do you think redneck people are really racist? Oh. Do you think redneck people really exist? Yeah. Of course they exist. What do you mean? Nothing Jake does is real. All his fans are little kids who believe in Santa. He can't lose to Tommy Fury, then fight Joshua. True. I mean, for the money they can. Peace out, guys. Okay, for sure. Have a good night, casual degenerate. Wyatt, I already asked that. Oh, word, LOL, respect. To what? To which one? To which one? For sure. Motherfuckers hate on Cali because they can't afford it. Yeah, I mean, there's some other downsides as well. There is some downsides to California as well, but it's mostly the people. There's a lot of shitty people here for sure. There's a lot of weird antisocial people here. Your channel's severely underrated, not quirky, funny, or parroting takes. Yeah, true. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. I have some humor that I mix in here and there, but this is my personality. This is how I talk in my everyday life too. Wyatt is true that people from farms look like Bryce Mitchell. No, what? No. I am HPC Tior. Don't you remember my photo? Yeah, I do. I remember. I said that earlier. He sues them because they don't have actual evidence. That means nothing. You can tell he's not talented. Yeah, he is slow. Respect, like he tries. Like he has gotten a lot better. If you see the pictures and videos of Jake Paul boxing like 2 years ago. We also supply like 70% of America's fruits. LOL, CA all day. True, bro. I'm proud of where I'm from. Love how genuine your channel is, bro. Keep at it. Baked potatoes. I appreciate that, dude. I appreciate that. This is me, dog. This is me. Your eyes are blue. Yeah, kind of. They're like bluish green. How do you feel about the... Yeah, there's a lot of people pretending to be American on Twitter right now. Like even I saw that a bunch of like Kendrick Lamar fan pages that were questioning Drake's blackness are based in India. Why do people hate Ian Gary that much? Because he's an annoying little cunt, bro. I was such a big fan of Ian Gary when he broke into the UFC. I was like, yo, this guy's nasty. He's a future champ. But then all the weird stuff about his wife came out, and all of the what was the other stuff? Oh, and then him just being an annoying little cunt altogether, and talking like he's a fucking marauder, but that he decisions everybody. He's really good, don't get me wrong, but he's an annoying little bitch, dude. He got better. He still loses to Tommy Fury right now. He doesn't belong in the ring with Joshua. Yeah, he definitely doesn't belong in the ring with Joshua at all. I've also been from SF to LA, so my California stereotypes are skewed. I have friends in LA. Oh, in La Jolla. But aside from major cities, I figured it's swaying with Newsom. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of people I avoid political conversations a lot of the time. I avoid political conversations. He was a big cuck back in the day, basically. Outside of MMA channels, do you watch any other type of comedy? pranks or anything. Yeah, I do. I watch so I watch fitness content. I really like Will Tennyson. I watch fitness content. Yeah, I watch Outdoor Boys. I know he's retired now, but I watch Outdoor Boys. And then I watch like Cody Co. Yeah, Cody Co. Fishing with AO is another channel that I really like. That's like most of the channels that I watch. Yeah, AO Fishing. Yeah, AO Fishing, Will Tennyson, Outdoor Boys. That's like and Cody Co. That's like most of like the non-MMA content that I watch. I'm scrolling through my subscriptions, trying to see what else, if I'm missing anything. That's about it. I watch Tim Dillon's podcast sometimes too. Tim Dillon's fucking hilarious. Ian Gary calls his nutritionist daddy. I remember the first time I seen 20 person here. Yeah, I know. It's crazy, right? Heard that. NJ, not much different. Yeah. Theo. Oh, yeah. I watch Theo too. Yeah, I watch Theo. I like Theo a lot. Yeah, Theo's is like one of the few famous people. Theo's one of the few famous people that actually seems like a genuinely good guy. I moved out of Cali in 2023 because everything was getting too expensive to live. And I remember my dad's work truck got stolen a couple times and the thieves got zero charges. So we decided to move to the Midwest. Yeah, dude. I mean, there's a ton of people that leave California. Like, if it ever becomes too unsustainable for me, I'll move to like Vegas or Arizona or some shit like that. Did you know that Eileen Perez has corn videos? No, I didn't. That's crazy. Bro, this channel is going to be great. Never forget us. I never will, dog. Can't forget the ones that brought me to the dance. You know what I'm saying? And you'd be surprised. I actually like keep a pretty good track, like subconsciously, of like who the active people in my chat are. Because I see your guys' usernames so much and we have conversations in the chat. So I'm pretty like, off the top of my head, I'm just like, oh yeah, fucking. I mean, you're RKO Machiniman, but you know, HPCTOR, Arturo, Oscar back in the day, and now some new people in here, like, you know, Diego's been around, but like Brendan K, Colt King, like, you know, these new guys that have been around just recently in the chat, Blue Line NP, stuff like that. I'm like, yo, you guys are fucking sick. And you guys stick in my head too. The One Real 16. There's a lot of you guys I remember. All right, I'm out. I'm going to grab a 3x3 extra cheese, grilled tomatoes. Nice, dude. Nice. The real ones. True. Your father lives in Atlanta. Nice. I got hit by a drunk driver in NorCal. Dude got out of his car and fled the scene. Cops did zero investigating. Hired a PI, and turns out the guy was an illegal and said the car got stolen, got off free. Wow. You've been on my recommended about 2 months. Subbed eventually. Just now catching the streams. Thank you, bro. Appreciate that. Thank you, man. Sometimes you're kooky, man, but I love you. Yeah, so are you, man. Sometimes you start acting like a show-off, but it's fine. No, I just defend myself when you talk shit. Hell yeah, day one, baby. Hell yeah, Colt King. Ho, 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 ho. The dogs. Let me tell you about my brother, though. Alrighty, guys, I'm going to hop off. It's getting a little late. It's almost 11 p.m. I'm going to hop off. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll read these last few messages. Fight Society's for the people. You know the fucking vibes. People forget, man, before MMA Guru was a thing, I had to listen to Joe Rogan yap, and we all thought Joe Rogan was a genius. Talking about MMA nowadays, he just repeat. Yeah, true, dude. My views on Rogan and MMA have changed a lot recently. In the last, like, 3-4 years, yeah. Facts, almost 2 a.m. You got school. Hell yeah. All right, guys. I appreciate you guys. I'm going to hop off. It's getting late. I got to eat and all that stuff. But I appreciate you guys. Thank you for tuning in. You guys are the fucking best. All right. And we'll probably stream tomorrow as well. So shout out you guys. And I'll see you later. Peace out. Love you guys.